only you can decide if this is a country club or what others call a hellhole. Welcome to the dark cell at the Yuma Territorial Prison. Prisoners would be stripped down to their underwear, put in the cage. Some of the guards would drop scorpions and snakes through the vent. We have had paranormal investigators asked to be put in the dark cell, and not one made it overnight. She cut out his heart and threw it.
Approach. 1915.
Betrayed.
Connor, we're gonna shut you in, bro. Whoa.
We will continue to keep you informed as this story unfolds.
On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're here in Arizona at one of the country's most notorious haunted prisons, the Yuma Territorial Prison here in Yuma, Arizona. This prison had such a bad reputation that it was called Hellhole Prison, and the conditions inside of this place were so brutal, so inhumane, that it gained a reputation as one of the most feared prisons in the Wild West. So join us tonight as we investigate another one of America's scariest prisons. This place is, like I said before, absolutely notorious, and we are so excited to be investigating here this evening. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us this evening. My name's Colin Browen, and you're watching the Paranormal Files. All right, everybody, tonight we are in Yuma, Arizona. Papa Spooks isn't here, but he is in the video. He's just at home right now. Tonight, we are investigating another notorious haunted prison here in America. Oh my God. Whoa! Say whoa! What? Whoa! Here's the roof. Oh, wow. Wow. So you guys know we love haunted prisons here on the Paranormal Files because of the history that these places bring. And here it is right here. Holy shit. Ooh. We are at the Yuma Territorial Prison. This place is notorious. It was actually so bad here, the conditions for prisoners, it was called Hellhole Prison. Yeah, the history of this place is shocking, it's graphic, and you guys are really going to enjoy this tour, I think. Right now we're, what, 15 minutes from the border of America and Mexico?
We're closer.
Well, here we are, guys.
All
you
right.
excited, Mom?
I'm so excited. This is gonna be fun.
How about you, Connor?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
I'm excited too. Come on, baby. All right, here we go. Oh.
My name is Yana Cruz, and I'm the manager of the Yuma Territorial Prison State Historic Park in Yuma, Arizona. Welcome to prison. The Yuma Territorial Prison dates back to 1875. Over the course of 33 years, between 1875 and 1909, when the prison doors shut due to overcrowding, there were 3,069 inmates here. Male, female, and teenager. We're standing here in the Yuma Territorial Prison Cemetery. Throughout the years, 111 prisoners perished here at the prison, and 104 are buried here in the prison cemetery. As you can see, the gravestones are gone. Over the years, looting and, of course, natural erosion swept many of the wooden markers away. So today, we have only rocks, piles of rocks that represent the prisoners buried here. The The organization that manages this park is the Yuma Crossing National Heritage Area, and we take pride in caring for those who are forever and for all eternity incarcerated here. When a prisoner died here at the Yuma Territorial Prison, of course the superintendent would reach out to family, trying to encourage them to come collect the remains of their loved ones so they can have a proper burial in their own hometown. But for those where that just wasn't possible, they were buried here. A prisoner's funeral was very different from a funeral of today. Of course, today you hope to have friends and family join you, gather at the cemetery to pay their final respects. Here, it was very likely just a pastor or a priest who said a few final words. There were no flowers. There was no music. There are very few tears, actually, more than likely because the family was not present, and the body would be placed in a wooden casket and lowered a few feet into the ground. So today, though the prisoners' remains are here, their memory continues. We have all of the prisoners who are buried here listed on a memorial plaque, and we enjoy taking care of these grave sites, and we know that though they are not here, they will never be completely forgotten.
Awesome.
How we doing, man?
Yeah, this wind is gonna absolutely kill us.
Yeah, we're here at the Yuma Territorial Prison on top of the guard tower with the most picturesque view of the Yuma East Wetlands Conservation Area. The Yuma Territorial Prison was positioned strategically right along the Colorado River. And for the prisoners contemplating escape, the river meant one thing: trouble. They knew that if they wanted to escape these grounds, they would have to either travel across the desert or swim across the river. And very likely, both would end the same way, in death. Though today, the Colorado River is just a trickle, and that is because of the construction of the Laguna Dam years ago. But when this prison was active, the Colorado River was described as a raging ocean. And steamboats would puff up and down these rivers. It must have been fabulous. But the river did serve as very much a deterrent for escaping. And when the river spilled over before the dam was built, water nearly surrounded 3/4 of the prison that sits up here on the hill. So
Wow.
only 2 prisoners actually escaped successfully from inside the prison, though there were other attempts, and several prisoners escaped when they were out in the community on chain gangs. But from inside, they looked out at that river and they looked at the desert and they thought, I better stay close to prison. The sallyport was the entrance to the Yuma Territorial Prison. So everyone who came through the doors of the Yuma Territorial Prison came through this gate. And as you'll see, there's a gate at the front and a gate in the back. At no time were both open. So guests would come in, or prisoners, through the front gate. They would be checked by guards to make sure that they were not carrying any weapons. And as you'll notice, way up top here, there was an opening. And that is because if a wagon would come through, there would be a guard above who could look down inside the wagon to see if they were smuggling anything in or anyone in. So that became a very helpful window into what was below. Then, if everything checked out, the front gate would be shut, the back would be open, and in they would go to prison. For some, the Yuma Territorial Prison was considered the country club on the Colorado, a fabulous place for prisoners to live where they were given many luxuries and conveniences that the people of Yuma weren't able to enjoy. They had a wonderful library here, educational opportunities, fine meals. They also had a band, a prison band, musical band. So there were amenities that the people down below in Yuma looked up at the prison and thought, this can only be a country club. They're treated far too well. Well, in some ways, the Yuma Territorial Prison was actually quite progressive for its day. It really did believe in education over incarceration in many ways. So those who resided here did have the opportunity to learn how to read, learn how to write. They even learned how to speak German. But for others, they had a very different view of the Yuma Territorial Prison. So really, only you can decide if this is a country club or what others called a hellhole. Why did they call it a hellhole? Yuma's excruciating heat over the summer was just too much. It would easily become 115, 120 degrees here. And of course, there was the solitary confinement dark cell, which was highly undesirable. And for some, the worst of all was the Incorrigibles ward, where the hopeless were left to either run out their time here or die. Here we are in the cell block of the Yuma Territorial Prison. The first day of prison life for many of the prisoners here was quite traumatic. Of course, they came into the prison with a few of their belongings, which were quickly shed and burned. Prisoners were given a haircut, a bath, basic amenities like a striped uniform, toothpaste, hairbrush, just your basic necessities. And of course, their vitals were taken, their height, their weight, their mugshot was taken, and their prison record was created. Now, here in the cell block at the Yuma Territorial Prison, you'll see the sleeping arrangements of our prisoners. There were 6 prisoners to a cell, 6 bunks. At the time this prison closed, there were 10 prisoners in this small space. Some, no doubt, were chained to the floor. In the early years, the prison had wooden bunks and straw mattresses, but they soon discovered that that was a magnet for, one thing, bed bugs. To make the already horrifying experience for new prisoners even more uncomfortable. So after a short time, the prison superintendent changed these to metal beds with cotton mattresses. The strange thing about being incarcerated was that you never knew who your bunkmate might be. It could be someone who killed their mother the week before. I know if I had been an inmate here at the prison, one eye would be open throughout the night.
Yeah, it's like taking a gamble on who you're going to be with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Prisoner stories here at the Yuma Territorial Prison were both tragic and comical. For example, R.L. McDonald was a prisoner here at the Yuma Territorial Prison, incarcerated in one of these cells. He was guilty of fraud. His job, he worked for the Phoenix Superintendent's office, and he was able to handle accounting issues with ease. However, he was cooking the books just a little bit and was caught. Therefore, prison. Well, he came here only to find that the superintendent and the officials here at the Yuma Territorial Prison really were awestruck by his accounting skills. He knew how to work with the numbers very, very easily, and he soon was given the responsibility of managing the prisoners' accounts. Well, I guess you can't always change a prisoner, because after doing his time, they discovered that upon his departure, the coffer for the prisoners' funds was short by $130.
Interesting. Committing the same crime in prison that you were
Yes.
sent to prison for.
Yes, yes. He was. There were also tragedies here at the Yuma Territorial Prison. There was one gentleman by the name of John Ryan. He was particularly disliked by guards and prisoners alike. This was his cell. And it was in this cell that he chewed.
Oh my God, that scared me.
I forgot about that. Should we redo that one?
No, that's good. It's kind of funny.
Okay. It was in this cell that John Ryan chose to end his own life. And you'll notice that some cells have double bars. And this particular one had double bars, and that made sure that there was no possibility of escape.
So how did he take his own life in here?
He hung himself.
Ooh.
Well, let's there are bats in here, just so you know.
Great. This is cool.
It was a little cooler. In the summer here.
I think we're good.
Yeah, maybe we should move this guy. He looks a little too reclined. Welcome to the dark cell at the Yuma Territorial Prison. This was by far the most dreaded form of punishment for a prisoner. Any number of infractions could get a prisoner sent to the dark cell. It could be as simple as disrespecting a guard or chatting with a bunkmate after dark, or something far more heinous, which would be an escape attempt, hurting another prisoner, fighting, anything along that line. You're doing time here in the dark cell. The dark cell is a cave, as you can see, and inside the cave was a cage about 4 to 5 feet in height. Prisoners would be stripped down to their underwear, put in the cage, given bread and water just once a day, and there was no latrine. And they could be in the dark cell for a day, a week, a month, or months, depending on the infraction. At one time, as a result of an escape attempt, 12 prisoners were in the dark cell. And so that meant that some were in the cell, others were chained to bull rings that you'll see around the sides. And just to make sure the prisoners were completely miserable, it is suspected that some of the guards would drop scorpions and snakes through the vent that is right up on the ceiling. This room was pitch black, with the exception of a little pin of light that would stream in from the ceiling. And you can imagine in this room how some could go mad just not having any concept of day, night, or time. It was shocking to see how many prisoners spent multiple stints of time in the dark cell. If I spent one night here, I think I would be cured and I would never do anything again that would get me landed in this dark cell. Highly unpleasant.
So you couldn't even stand up all the way.
No, you couldn't even stand up.
That's great.
And there was no restroom, so they would just go wherever they could. There is kind of a comical story about 2 female prisoners who were put in the dark cell due to fighting. As the story goes, they were chained together for 2 solid days, and somehow, after spending a great deal of time together, they worked out their differences.
I think I would too.
The dark cell is perhaps the most sought out attraction here at the Yuma Territorial Prison. We have visitors come from all around the world to spend time in the dark cell. We have visitors come from all around the world to spend time in the dark cell, to spend time in the dark cell. We have had paranormal investigators asked to be put in the dark cell, even to have the door locked, and to my knowledge, not one made it overnight.
Yeah, we'll leave them locked in.
Would you guys want to stay?
So what about paranormal activity in here? Do you
Okay.
know of, like, any ghost stories?
Well, one of the most common questions we get here at the Yuma Territorial Prison is this dark cell haunted? Well, I will say this. We have had a number of people over the years who have said that they have felt the presence of prisoners past. There is a story of a young girl who died down by the river as her doll wearing red swept away down the Colorado River. Well, the story goes that she haunts this cell, and that anyone who dares to enter wearing red just may get pinched. Are you wearing red?
Yeah,
I have some red on.
you do have red. Tell Jeff to get a red shirt.
Yeah.
Don't tell him why.
And we have some people, if they don't get pinched the first time, they try and come back with the hope that they will get pinched. So you never know.
So why would she be in here? Any idea?
Why she was in here, I believe, was that she was also part of a homeless family that lived in these parts. After the prison closed, the property was used for a variety of other purposes. It was a Yuma High School for a while. It was a homeless encampment. It also housed dogs and animals as virtually a humane society of sorts. So the story goes that she was living here at that time among the homeless.
So it was basically just abandoned and people were living here?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like an official like shelter or anything like
No.
that? Interesting.
Yeah.
And a high school.
And a high school, yes. People wonder, how did this become a high school? Well, the high school needed a facility for a short term, and it just so happened that the Yuma Territorial Prison had closed when all the grounds were available. So the students came here to the Yuma Territorial Prison. Were the students in cells? No, they were not. They were in the administrative buildings. But when the students were out in the community playing sports, others would jokingly refer to them as the criminals. Oh, Yuma criminals. And that name stuck. So even today, the Yuma High School sports students are referred to as the criminals.
That's so crazy. I was gonna say biology class in the dark cell. Be interesting.
Yeah, I have to make that clear. No, they were not in the cells. Not in the cells. And that bubbles up every so many years, where people in the community question, is it a good idea to call our students, their team, the criminals? Does this predispose them to, a life of crime? Well, when you understand the history behind it, it actually is something that a lot of Yuma High School graduates are very proud of.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, it's so interesting. Anything else about the dark cell?
I think that's pretty much it. We can talk a little bit outside about the crazy ward.
I like the sound of that. Where all of us belong.
You can only imagine, after exiting the dark cell, following days, weeks, maybe even months of darkness, that it would be very disorienting. Well, of course, no doubt some prisoners came out very subdued, but there were others who were just absolutely uncontrollable. And for those people who could not be consoled, could not be controlled, of course, the guards had no real idea how to care for them. So what did they do? They opened this door. This door leads to another cave-like environment, very similar to the dark cell. And they put them in this room, which they referred to as the crazy ward, and they locked the door. They locked the door until they could calm down and bring them out, or until someone would come and take them.
So to cure the craziness, they put him into a similar environment?
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
That's wild.
Yeah, it really was.
So does that door open?
It does. I don't have a key for it, but it does look very much like the,
Crazy.
yeah, like
The crazy.
mhm.
Wild, I mean.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know, and you think there's so many things that maybe we see are wrong in the world that we live in today. But when we look back at the way people were treated at this time in history, you know, there are signs of hope that we're doing a little better job today.
Yeah.
I hope. All right. This is an example of the infirmary cell where prisoners were treated. But when the prison was active, actually there was a pretty fabulous hospital that sat on the roof here of the cell block. And along the one side was just a whole line of screened windows to help with ventilation. And it would look out, the windows would look out over the cemetery. So if you were wondering about what your fate would be if you didn't recover from your ailment, you could look down the cemetery and know for sure that's very likely where you would end up. The causes of death were many, but a very common cause of death was consumption or tuberculosis that ran rampant at that time. Also, sadly, suicide was a fairly common cause of death. Rattlesnake bites, heat, and other just diseases of the day would land prisoners down the hill in the Yuma Territorial Prison Cemetery.
You don't really hear rattlesnake bite as a cause of death in prison.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it is. Yeah, there were people who died of rattlesnake. Here we are at the women's ward, an example of what a women's cell would be like. Women here, some might say, were a bit luckier than the men in that they didn't have to wear striped uniforms. They could wear dresses. The women were, of course, separated from the men. And some of the most notorious prisoners stayed in these cells. For example, there was Elena Estrada. Elena Estrada was very unhappy when she felt her husband was taking a liking to another woman. So I guess we could say Elena took matters into her own hands. She stabbed him in the heart, and as the story goes, she cut out his heart and threw it at the face on his cheating body.
Wow. That's brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah. Let's see. I think
So she was in here?
Oh, yeah. Maria Moreno was another convict here of the female kind. Maria Moreno was a dancer. She loved to dance. Her family's home was right next to a saloon. She was right around 16 years of age. Well, her brother was embarrassed by her behavior and told her to stop dancing. She did not like that one bit, and he said, "If you don't like it, kill me." Well, that's what she did. She went into another room, got a shotgun, aimed it at his face, and ended his life.
Her own brother?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then we had Pearl Hart. Pearl Hart was kind of the Taylor Swift of the prison. She was cute and she knew it. Pearl Hart was guilty of robbing a stagecoach with her boyfriend, Joe Boot. He received a long sentence, but Taylor knew how to... Oh, excuse me. Pearl. But Pearl knew how to work the jury, and she wound up with a relatively short sentence. Well, having Pearl Hart here at the Yuma Territorial Prison did cause problems for prison administration, because everyone wanted to sneak a peek of Pearl. And so reporters came. She was quite the showy little girl, and her dream was to go on the vaudeville stage and tell her story or portray her story as a stagecoach robber. Well, time went along and she was eventually pardoned and released from the Yuma Territorial Prison. And she was left to pursue her big dream of being on the stage. Unfortunately, as it turned out, she was as terrible an actress as she was a stagecoach robber, and that put a quick end to her career in show business.
Poor Pearl.
Poor Pearl, yeah. And we have pictures. I know, I know. We're now at the site of the Incorrigibles ward here at the Yuma Territorial Prison. As the word incorrigible indicates, this is where the hopeless were sent. The Incorrigibles ward consisted of 5 cells. Around the cells was a large adobe wall and a metal roof. That meant one thing in Yuma's hot, hot heat, and that is that this was a smoldering place during the summer months for prisoners. And it is known that some prisoners did die here of heat. And as you'll see over as we walk this way, you can see the levers that were used to open and shut the incorrigible cells. There is a really heartbreaking story of a prisoner here at the Yuma Territorial Prison who wrote a letter to his father indicating that he was in prison here for murder. He never said that he was innocent, but in the letter he did mention that he did not want his mother to know what had happened to him and what he was doing and why he was here, but he wanted the father to know that he was incarcerated here at the prison. And very unfortunately, this is where he died, in the incorrigible cell. Okay.
So what would get you sent in here?
These were people who were deemed hopeless. You know, they could not be rehabilitated, or at least so they believed at that time in history. So what would they do? They'd put them in the incorrigible cell. And even though the dark cell would be miserable, the incorrigible cell was even worse because there was very little ventilation and it was literally hotter than hell. When prisoners escaped or there was a riot here at the prison, the people down below living in Yuma had to be alert of the problem. So what did they do? The prison rang the bell. So imagine sleeping peacefully down below in your home in Yuma, and at 3 a.m. you hear that bell. No doubt the first thing you do is get up and lock your doors and windows because something was going down here at the Yuma Territorial Prison, and you knew whatever it wasn't good.
What would cause the bell to ring like that?
What would trigger the ringing of the bell would be some activity here at the Yuma Territorial Prison that would cause a threat to the community below. More than likely a riot or an escape. So the people down below needed to know what was happening up here so they could protect themselves. So what did they do? They rang the bell.
Yeah, that would be scary to hear that.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Yes.
It would wake me up for sure.
Oh, yeah. This area is called the New Yard. And you notice it has a very low entrance. So you have to be really careful so you don't whack your head. And the library was in the first few cells and first few spaces, and then eventually they made all of these into cells because they were bursting at the seams with more prisoners than cells to hold them. It is believed that at the maximum capacity was right around 400 prisoners. But over the 33 years of operation, there were 3,069 prisoners here. 29 were women.
It's a lot of people for how small this is.
Yeah. 33 years, yep. Well, when you think 6 to a cell and eventually 10.
Oh, yeah.
There were 2 successful escapes from inside the prison, and they took place right here in the New Yard. How did they do it? Well, the prisoners very carefully gathered sheets and pillowcases, clothing, and tied them together. And as one of the educational opportunities offered here at the prison, they learned how to work with metal. So 2 of the prisoners made a wonderful metal hook, tied the sheets to the hook, and when no one was looking, threw it over the edge and climbed out. And those were the only 2 who successfully made it out alive from inside the Yuma Territorial Prison. We have had paranormal investigators in the New Yard. The only thing that I have heard in recent times was the sound of like closing gates and clanking.
Really? Pretty freaky.
Yeah.
There was one woman named Medora Ingalls who was the wife of a superintendent, and she believed passionately in education over incarceration. So this is just an example of a library here at the prison. The prison had a fabulous library. People from down below in Yuma had to pay 25 cents and they could enjoy the prisoner's library. Medora was passionate about education. She wanted the prisoners to have the best possible chance of returning to a happy, normal life when they left the prison. So she was actively pursuing advancements in education for the prisoners and also establishing a very attractive library. Medora also was known for providing a flower for a prisoner who was particularly experiencing distress.
That's sweet.
One thing I'll mention too, the most hardened criminals were on this side of the prison. These were where the murderers were kept, and the lighter sentences were as you moved across the way.
Why was that?
I don't know what the logic behind that was. I just know that this is where the murderers were.
Maybe just keep them all in one place.
Keep them all in one place. Some of those cells had the double bars. First of all, if you want any pictures, these are the Yuma criminals. When we were talking about the high school students, the sports group that became the criminals, these are pictures of the Yuma Territorial
awesome.
Prison criminals.
That's so funny.
This was R.L. McDonald. He was the Phoenix school superintendent who was sentenced for fraud or for forgery. So that's his That's his picture. And then the women I mentioned, this is Pearl Hart. She was the darling of the prison. And, you know, as you can see, she had a little style to her. This is Maria Moreno. She's the shotgun sister who shot her young brother with a shotgun. And then Elena Estrada, known as the Heartbreaker, involved in the crime of passion where she allegedly stabbed her husband with a knife, cut out his heart, and threw it at his face.
So did Elena and Maria die here?
No, they didn't. Yeah, there's some very gruesome stories of one woman held her daughter down so her husband could rape her. I mean, just some of these women were absolutely unbelievable. But it was also, you'll notice that several of them, their crime, adultery.
Yeah, I'm interested in some of the more gruesome stories.
Okay, well, let's go to this one over here with the hanging. People often ask us here at the Yuma Territorial Prison if any executions were conducted here at the prison. None were, but we did have prisoners who were sentenced to death. The hangings, though, did not occur here on the prison site. They were downtown on Madison Avenue in today's downtown near the courthouse. One such gentleman was Martin Ubias. He was charged with murder of a cellmate here at the prison and was sentenced to death. The interesting thing about his story is that his execution was sensationalized by the community. And in fact, it was Sheriff Gus Livingston who sent out an engraved invitation to individuals in the community, inviting them to come and observe the execution of this gentleman. He was hung, and there is question as to whether or not he actually received a fair trial. But the curious part of his story also was that the site of the execution was not far from a school. And so, of course, the teachers sent the students home so that they wouldn't be exposed to such horror. Well, what happened was the parents and the students returned to watch the execution.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So this block was actually used?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it was brutal.
It's a big weight.
Mm-hmm. William Jordan Flake was a polygamist, and in 1884 he was arrested and brought to the Yuma Territorial Prison because, of course, polygamy was unlawful. Well, throughout his short period of incarceration, he continued to believe that a plural marriage was the very best way to live. So he advocated for laws to change to legalize polygamy. Well, after his 6 months incarcerated here at the Yuma Territorial Prison, he was set free. He had done his time, and he left Yuma for a community in Arizona that he was able to purchase along with others of the Mormon faith for exchanging land for 500 cattle. This town became known as Snowflake, Arizona. You may have heard of it. Well, Snowflake, Arizona is named after William Jordan Flake and another gentleman who was in a significant stature in the Mormon faith, and he happened to have the last name of Snow.
So he had 2 wives and 20 kids?
Yes. And yes.
Crazy.
And William Jordan Flake lived in Snowflake, Arizona, along with his 2 wives and 20 children.
Kids.
That's a lot of kids, man. It's a lot of mouths to
lot
feed.
of kids. If ever there was a Sour Patch prisoner, it would be Barney Riggs. Sometimes he was sweet and sometimes he was sour. Well, what got him here into the Yuma Territorial Prison was he did kill a man who took an interest in his wife. But Barney Riggs also saved the life of Superintendent Thomas Gates when there was an uprising here at the prison and a group of prisoners surged the front gate attempting to escape. Well, Superintendent Thomas Gates' life was at risk, and he actually was helped and his life saved by none other than Barney Riggs. So there he was being sweet. But then he was thanked for his admirable service, saving the life of the superintendent, pardoned in 1887. He was a free man, but then he returned to Texas where he was shot dead.
So what do you think were the most gruesome crimes committed by people who were here?
You know, the most gruesome crimes committed here were, I really think, by the women. Some of the women were really ruthless. And I think we spoke about Maria Moreno, who shot her young brother right in the face. Elena Estrada, who carved her husband's heart out and allegedly threw the heart right at his face. The women were known when they first arrived here at the prison as the frail prisoners, but it wasn't long at all before everyone knew that was absolutely not the case.
You don't hear, usually it's the men who are the worst, but...
Well, there were several terrible men, but I think those are the biggies. I'd like to share a story of my own experience here at the Yuma Territorial Prison. Of course, we do hear from many others about experiences they have, but I'd like to share mine. It was one night, quite late, and we had just concluded a tour of the Yuma Territorial Prison Cemetery. All the guests had gone, and I was just coming out of the cemetery, dressed in all black, playing the murderess Elena Estrada. So I was in costume, coming up the walkway and ready to go into my car and leave for the night when I looked down, and there is a building that's just down the hill from near the cemetery. And it was moonlit, so you could see the building glowing at night, and it was like the gates of hell opened up underneath it, because coming from the top of the building down the sides of the building were about 25 bodies which looked like silhouettes. So if you can imagine seeing my silhouette crawling down the outside of that building, spilling over the top and down the sides. So was that paranormal activity? I really don't know. Was it strange? Extremely. And did I jump in my car and leave swiftly? Yes, I did.
I do not blame you.
That was the creepiest thing. I really didn't know what to make of it, but it was just silhouettes. That's all you could see, were silhouettes of the bodies, and it was weird because they were coming from the top down the sides. They weren't coming from the bottom up. And they were, I don't know what they were holding on to, but they just, they were spilling over the edge.
What do you interpret that as?
I have no idea. It could have been teenagers. It could have been a paranormal experience. I have no idea. But I will say it was very troubling, and I was quick to leave.
I don't think we've ever heard a story like that. No.
That's really freaky.
Yeah, really
it
bizarre.
was. There's some Brad Pitt movie that has like ants coming over the edge of a wall.
World War Z.
That's it. That's what it looked like. only people
Really?
or bodies coming over the edge. Yeah.
And what's
Yeah.
the building?
I think it's just a public restroom. It's the city owned. The city owns this building down there. I can show it to you. You can see it. It's lit up.
Yeah, I think I saw it when we were over there.
Yeah,
That's really freaky.
yeah, it was.
No reason a bunch of people would be trying to climb into a restroom or out of a
Yeah, they would be.
restroom.
It would have to be on the roof, and they did have kind of a balcony, but it was just so strange that it was like they were spilling over the edge, and all you could see in that light was just the silhouette, of just the outline.
Jeez.
So yeah.
So what do people say are like the most haunted parts of the complex?
The most haunted part of the Yuma Territorial Prison is most definitely the dark cell. That is where we hear others reporting feeling uncomfortable, hearing voices, feeling a little queasy at times. So I would have to say, if there's paranormal activity here, it is mostly in the dark cell.
Any other places for us to check out tonight?
Well, you know, our paranormal investigators go all over. So stepping into some of the cells, you know, people were there. They were very likely miserable in those cells. So maybe you'll feel something in one of them.
I guess they called this prison the hellhole.
Yes.
Can you just talk about that one more time and kind of explain that?
Yes. The Yuma Territorial Prison was called the Country Club on the Colorado by some and a hellhole by others. And no doubt it depended on which side of the bars you stood. The country club was easy for the people down in Yuma to believe because the prisoners received fine meals. They had educational opportunities. They could learn new skills. There were opportunities for them to play in a band. It sounded like a country club to many people from down below. But for many who lived here, it was nothing like a country club. In fact, it was a hellhole. Why a hellhole? Yuma is lovely most months of the year, but the summer months are excruciatingly hot. And to be incarcerated in a cell, working outside by day in 120-degree weather, it was absolutely a hellhole. And so for many, especially those who spent time in the dark cell, they knew this was not a country club. This was a hellhole.
Can't imagine how hot that would feel like with all the stone too.
And being in a cell with 10 other guys.
Oh my God, 10 people in those cells.
Well, it was in the end, it was 10 total, yes, in per cell. But in the earlier years, it was 6 people per cell.
Even that.
Still.
And then, oh yes. Well, and then by the way, you only bathe twice a week.
After working out. And
Yeah, whether you needed it or not.
Ugh.
When prisoners would first arrive here at the Yuma Territorial Prison, they would be given basic necessities: toothpaste, toothbrush, hairbrush, uniforms, all the fundamentals. But they were given something else, and that is a very sharp toothpick, hand-carved, made of ivory. This was kind of the souvenir, so to speak, for prisoners here at the Yuma Territorial Prison. So I just find it interesting that at that time, no one thought how easy it would be to take one of those toothpicks and stab someone in the eye with it.
honestly.
Did that happen?
No, not that I know of.
Crazy. You would
know.
imagine, I mean, with like violent inmates and prisoners,
Yes.
they would use that.
I think it's kind of like, for years they would package medicines without secure lids and so forth until somebody started putting something horrible in the pills.
Oh, yeah.
Then we thought, okay, wow, maybe we should seal these up. I think the same thing was true with those toothpicks, that it just didn't dawn on them that those could be used for unkind purposes.
Right.
It's also pretty interesting to me. I mean, this prison really wasn't around very long.
33 years. The prison started in 1875 and slammed the door shut in 1909. So just 33 years in operation.
That's crazy.
And so that was how many? You had 140 something people who died?
111 people died here.
So
111 prisoners died here. 104 are buried down below in the cemetery. It is interesting how many never left.
right.
They were eternally incarcerated here at the Yuma Territorial Prison.
So any final words to end our interview?
The Yuma Territorial Prison's history is so rich, and we are so proud to be the caretakers of the Yuma Territorial Prison State Historic Park. We look around and we are sensitive to the fact that this was a place of horror and tragedy for many, but it also was a place where some prisoners did receive help and were able to reemerge into society as productive citizens. So here at the Yuma Territorial Prison, we welcome visitors from around the world to come and spend a little time in the dark cell, but whatever you do, don't wear red.
Ooh. That's not good, buddy. Uh-oh. We're safe, Mom.
Oh, good.
Look at us.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, we totally knew about that
Yep.
before we came.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were prepared. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, everybody. So it is about 10 o'clock p.m. We are here at the Yuma Territorial Prison. First of all, got some little,
Let's dap a lad.
what's a Western dance? Anybody? What is that like?
Come on, man. You live in Texas. You don't know Cotton Eye
How the f am I Cotton Eye Joe? What is it?
Something like that.
Anyways, this place is notorious. This place is a location that I've heard about for years. I personally actually don't know anybody that's investigated this place. I mean, I know lots of people have, but I'm talking about like my friends. So I'm really excited to dig deep into the history and the hauntings of Yuma Territorial Prison. I mean, how insane is that history? You had rattlesnake bite deaths. You had people that took their own lives. You had inmate on inmate murders, riots. I mean, if you think about hauntings, this place has every single ingredient for the recipe for the perfect haunting. So we're starting out tonight here in the main cell block area. We have a plan to investigate, but Mary?
Hi.
Well, that's for the camera.
Oh.
We got this squad with us tonight. How's everyone feeling?
Good.
Oh, he is
spooky.
spooky.
Oh.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Yeah.
charged up. Some may say gingerly charged.
Oh,
Stealing my tagline.
Hey, someone had to do it.
Mary,
Well-
start with you. How are you doing this evening?
I am great. I'm super excited. This place is really creepy. It's kind of like the tour. A lot of excellent stories, and I don't know, it's creepy.
Have you done a prison with us?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever done
Fresh meat.
Oh.
Fresh meat.
I'm
The modern day Pearl.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Maybe you'll get along well with the murderous woman who cut people's hearts out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she'll do that to Jeff tonight.
Yeah, watch yourself, man. Oh shit, this light's going AWOL. Connor, how about you, bud?
I love doing these prisons. You get some really crazy evidence. I feel like not as many people as you would think have investigated at this place with how haunted it's supposed to be. I mean, I'm really excited to see what we can capture. Usually these prisons, we get some pretty daunting evidence. Usually it's physical, emotional, and it'll kind of latch onto you if you're not careful. So I'm excited to see what we get tonight.
Better be careful, Mary.
I'm ready.
Papa Spooks, how you doing, my man?
Well, I don't feel really great tonight, but I wanted to be here for this. This is a different type of prison, obviously by the structure. That we did the other bigger prisons like Brushy and Moundsville this year. This is like smaller, obviously. How far does it go back?
Yeah, it's pretty much just back there.
That's it. So I mean, this is really unique. But yeah, it looks like a very violent past here. So it'd be interesting to see what we get.
Well, guys, what should we say?
Let's go to prison.
We're already there.
Let's not stay in prison.
All right. Well, let's do this, folks. Put your hands in the middle.
Hellhole?
Hellhole.
Oh,
I like that.
oh.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Hellhole. Only we would chant hellhole.
Yeah.
As a family.
Whoa, that was good.
All right, so first thing, guys, Spirit Chat said 5 people, I see them, do not trust.
Weird, there's 5 people on property right now.
Exactly. The woman we interviewed is still here in the main office. So, I guess let's start this out, guys. To whoever's here in the Yuma Territorial prison, we're trying to figure out who's here with us this evening. We're going to introduce ourselves real quick. My name is Colin.
My name's Connor.
My name's Mary.
My name is Jeff.
I'm walking around you. And this said vacant room.
We're right
That's what
behind
all
you.
these are.
Weird.
So, you know what's weird? It says I'm walking around you, and that laser grid is picking up something walking.
Yeah, Susan.
Ooh.
So, male.
Ooh.
All right. If there's a man here, can you tell us your name?
Approach.
Approach. Whoa!
1950s.
There, just approach right there.
Dude, it actually approached right next to us in the vacant room.
Well, what about the 1950s too?
I don't know, this prison was shut by then.
I'm from the 1900s.
Oh! I'm from the 1900s and 1950s. Little known.
And then what about? Isn't that there's
Trash.
a bunch of females in there, Susan?
Yeah.
Were they housed over here?
That's crazy though. Literally, it said approach on
Yeah.
your thing, and then it literally walked up to us. Cause look at.
Oh, there it is again. Maybe you want to try to do something over here.
REM pod.
Oh, REM
Rem pod!
pod.
Look, that's going off right
Look at
behind
this
Mary.
said REM pod.
I know,
Look
it was
this.
going off behind Mary.
I know, but look at his thing. REM pod. And then it goes off.
Behind you.
Ooh.
Dude, there's something standing really close to this thing. All right.
Do you want to try something with it?
Chair.
Whoever's standing right here, or was, can you tell us your name?
I heard a noise.
Yeah, I did too. I did hear. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
I'm with my family.
Ah. So I'm with my family. Maybe crossed over.
Maybe she said that, like,
I heard a noise.
after this prison shut down, there was like homeless.
Ooh.
It was homeless people that
Wait,
were living
Wow.
in here.
Wow. Okay, this just went off too.
Uh-huh.
Paralight.
And so 1950s, maybe it was a family. I'm with my family.
The homeless
Two men
people.
here.
2 men here. 2 men here. Seems like there's a man right here and somebody right here.
No, just again.
Could you just tell us one of your names?
Targets.
Dockets.
I got a Melissa.
Wow. Maybe these women. But it says
What's the
men
noise?
Move towards the noise.
over here.
Can you make a noise?
See my shadow.
Look at the laser grid right now.
I know.
Are you behind us?
I died right here.
I died right here.
Oh.
I died right here. So,
Sounds crazy.
The laser grid's going nuts.
who just died right here? What was your name? Who died right here?
That thing is going f***ing crazy, both of these.
Other side.
Other side.
Well, is that where the women are?
Yeah.
Other side.
I'm curious. We're going to go to the other side. But I think all of us are curious as to who this male spirit or whoever this man is that was in here. Can you tell us something about yourself? Or if you want us to follow the noise, can you make a noise?
Maybe.
Amy, she will harm you.
Another
Women. But it says 2 men, male.
Okay.
It could be a man warning us about the women because the women were the
They were
worst
violent.
prisoners here. She said in the interview the women were worse than the men.
I'm an angel.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, right. Like a joke.
She will harm you. I'm an angel. Here, Mom. I'll take the camera.
Sure.
Wait,
What was that?
what was that?
What was that? That was.
That sounded like someone throwing up.
Or I thought a cough. That was kind of creepy.
Right here.
And Cheryl, another women's name.
Oh. That was weird.
Yeah, that sounded like a woman. It sounded like
Yeah.
it came from down there.
Yeah.
I'd like to be left alone.
You like to be left alone.
Evil Dead?
And you got not here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do you like to be left alone? Don't you like visitors?
All right. So we've been speaking with 2 male spirits.
1960s. Quiet.
We're
You're standing around.
enough. We're standing around you. So do you guys not want to speak with us this evening? It's comical.
Bruno Mars and trains.
Last time we were filming our superstitions video and there's a damn wedding across the street. Now it's the longest train known to man. All right, if you're here with us, I think you've seen these lights and you've touched them already.
Manipulate.
Manipulate, yeah. You can manipulate this thing by touching that red light or that purple light, any of these lights. Would you do that and show us that you're here?
Construct.
Interestingly enough, the prisoners built the prison here.
Oh, construct.
Did you help build this prison? To say yes, tap that red button. Crucified.
How's your day?
Not too bad.
My day's been pretty good. How's your day been? Day would be a lot better without this train.
We.
Use. In this room.
Can you tell us what you are in jail for? What was your crime?
You know what hughes means?
I fled.
It means to strike forcibly with an axe or other
Presence.
cutting instrument.
Made.
Really?
Did that say maim?
H-E-W-S.
To cut with an
To strike. To strike forcibly with an axe or other cutting instrument.
Well,
Hewing a tree.
Or a human body.
yeah. That's why you're here.
And they fled. Are you trying to say you chopped someone up with an axe or a sharp instrument and then fled the crime scene?
Secrets.
We know there's probably a lot of spirits here. Could you tell us what your name is?
Just say your name, try to say it out loud. You're not in trouble. I don't really feel that much in this room.
I think we should go down to those other rooms.
Yeah, let's go walk down the
Yeah.
hallway. So I kind of feel it in the hallway, actually.
This is really quiet.
Can we walk down different areas?
Yeah.
That's
What is
weird.
your name?
That's of course, yeah.
Battery just going out, or
What happened to me?
Huh?
what happened?
I moved things.
What happened to me?
Should we go down to the end?
Yeah.
Should we go to that last cell on the left?
Yeah.
Jeff, you go.
What do you mean?
Lead the way over. Go to that last cell. That's where they're sleeping.
Hey, you. Hey.
It took a little while for
I was like, hold.
It really took like half a second.
I was just gonna open the door. I'm like,
Okay, we gotta
the
keep
shit out of
going.
us earlier.
It scared me most.
Yeah. Well, why don't we step back this way then? Yeah, it said
Want to
go
talk.
home.
Car.
Car?
it says,
Walk up.
mine said, let me rest, and then it said, I don't want to talk, the very next line.
Yeah, and mine said go home, corpse. Walk up.
Mine says, I fled depicting elderly woman. Elderly woman.
Like a core thing right tonight. All these women names.
Walk up twice.
Is there only one floor?
Yeah. What do you guys take that to mean? Walk up.
Walk up.
Maybe further in
Yeah,
here.
walk into that area.
I mean, it is kind of weird that we just walked up down here.
Right. Yeah.
Sean.
I'm trapped.
Sean?
That could be male. Is that a? It could be either.
Whoa.
Pregnant.
Pregnant. Maybe she's pregnant here. That'd be easily plausible. Were you pregnant here? Did you have a baby?
Violet.
Another female name.
It's a lot of women.
Should we get rid of the women?
Seems like it.
So Jeff's gonna go grab
1910s.
1910s.
And we had
Right
1900s before.
Right hand. You know, it's weird. Hold this one sec. On my right hand, I have like a mace.
Bodies below. Crawling on the floor.
Bodies below crawling
Many
on
spirits.
bodies below crawling on the floor, many spirits. Remember her paranormal experience with a bunch of bodies crawling around?
Oh.
Now,
And they started below.
I'm just gonna say to you guys, what the hell is that?
I don't know.
That's got one of the freakiest stories I've ever heard.
That is so creepy. I can't imagine seeing that coming up a building. Oh my god.
Coming out of the
Yeah,
building.
coming out and
She said 25 to 30 ghosts at the same time, all exploding like zombies in World War Z.
From hell.
Oh my gosh.
Question.
Question. All right, what's your question? Look at, go forward.
Go forward.
And we're walking forward.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it does want us to go in like
Move around. Linda.
the house. It's kind of weird, right? When we walked up here, all of these just went off. What was it?
Baby.
And I'm pregnant. Or was
Pregnant.
pregnant. That's weird. The house.
Maybe it's a mother who killed her baby who's here. Or maybe she got pregnant here and they made her terminate the pregnancy. Or she had the
Didn't
baby.
she have a story about like a woman and her child?
Oh, the mom held the baby down while the boyfriend did.
Oh, jeez. I missed that.
Oh my God. Asked you. It said asked you and it said question.
And
Can't
then
breathe.
held down.
Stacy.
Stacy, another woman. All right, so we came over here. I think this is where you wanted us to come.
Need to hear.
Need to hear. Were you gonna do something?
I was just gonna take the camera from him.
Presaged.
Unpresaged?
Unpresaged.
Don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I guess I'm dumb. Okay, ask your question one more time, please. Hopefully we can give you an answer.
Where are you?
What?
Where are you? It asked a question.
Oh my
I just said re-ask your
gosh.
question.
That's crazy.
Dude, where are you? Wrong area. True. So we're in the wrong area.
The
So
land.
there's a woman that was pregnant here, and then she had a baby named Louise that lived here for 2 years, the baby. And then there's another woman, Pearl, that supposedly had a child, and then there was like a guy that supposedly was very friendly with the women prisoners. Like she said, you know, friendly, obviously sexually friendly.
Woman with a baby.
Yeah, she didn't know her
What's-
name.
what-
She was looking it up.
Oh.
All right, well, we're in the wrong area. It said, where are you? We're
Anger.
anger.
Betrayed.
Oh, God, I thought that car was a UFO.
Bullet. Somebody was killed
Headache.
Headache.
from the bullet. Pew. Oh, sorry.
From the bullet.
Delighting.
Delighting.
Sure, you get the
Well, why don't
Portal.
We have gotten female names.
close portal? All right, so to answer your question, we're right here in front of the cell where Pearl was and some of the women. Should we go somewhere else? Which direction should we go? Because you said wrong area.
Hey.
Infirmary?
Yeah. Oh.
I forgot about that guy.
Articulation. Tied in fire.
Died in fire.
Move around.
Move around again the moment we came in here. Is this the wrong place?
Shut.
Shot. Bullet.
Lights off.
Lights off?
Yeah.
Shit.
Should we go lights out?
Money.
Oh.
Tortured.
Money.
Tortured. Is that where they want us to go? The black hole?
Oh.
What's it called?
Should we go to the black cell?
And it said lights out.
Oh shit! Lights out. Tortured.
That's
That could be where it's the moment we came in here. It asked us to leave.
Him.
Him.
I am death. Stabbed.
Stabbed.
And that's where someone would go if they stabbed someone.
right.
So stabbed, shot, I am death, tortured. These are all terrible words you're telling us. Is that what you did to get in here, or is that what you did while you were in here?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Bertram.
Bertram. You hear that?
Need energy.
Need energy.
Run.
Run?
Oh, should have had one on top of his notes.
None.
None. Sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Sorry.
Run.
Big difference.
That is.
The nun should run.
Or run from the nun.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an evil nun. We've seen weirder things. Before we go over to another room, is there anybody?
Tranquility. Go back.
Go back.
Oh, I got one here on the candles. Come over. Oh shoot! Look, it's right here on the table.
Oh shit! Oh, I got it. I got it.
It's right here. Can you come back?
You think maybe it's saying like go back, like when I said go up or something, it was like it's talking about we should go back to the place we started.
I know it's confusing because it kept saying.
You should come back.
You should come back.
Oh,
Yo, what the?
that's weird.
Yo, that's crazy, dude. Shit, I guess we should go back then. See what they want. Because I'll also add in, I felt almost like we had an unfinished conversation with whatever was there.
How?
Now?
Oh,
Come back now?
wow. I think we need to.
I don't like this guy.
Sweet, be nice.
How do you know that? You barely know him.
Well, I was joking. He's in prison.
Yeah, true. All right. We're coming back.
Is this what you wanted?
Okay, we came back. What do you want to tell us?
I just saw a light in there.
I just heard something in here.
Lungs.
Lungs. It wasn't me. See, there's something trying to get us to come into.
Shadows move.
There's something trying to get us to come into that, but it's not where we're supposed to go. I feel it's more right here behind Mary.
Ooh. Well, we haven't really
You
been
want us
in
to
here.
go in that cell?
James! Dude, it seems like it has a connection with you because it answered right.
It's because I'm a thug.
All right, Connor has a connection with you. All right, look. Connor, we're gonna shut you in, bro.
Oh, no. What the f?
Sorry, buddy. You got it.
I don't like that.
All right.
Alright, I'm in here.
Be careful what you wish for.
I swear I just heard a footstep behind me.
Who's in there with James?
I hope you can pick this up on audio. I'm here. I just heard someone.
Is he in danger in there?
Look at this. Colin is grabbing your hand. Oh, it's blocking the cell. It's blocking them. You should come over.
Really? Connor, record on your phone for a sec, will you?
Okay.
Look at it's got its arm on across the cell.
Oh,
Where Connor's at.
shit.
Like it's got its arm across the cell.
It's keeping him in there.
It's keeping Connor in the jail cell.
Should he come out or should
No.
he put his hand out?
Are you okay, Connor?
Yeah.
Connor,
Threatening.
put your hand through one of the holes.
Are you threatening Connor in there?
Put your hand like through the hole above the bar.
Are you threatening?
Positive.
Are you threatening James? Why'd you want him to come in there alone?
Okay, well it's hanging there over this door.
Connor, not to freak you out. Dark.
Yeah.
But it's saying something's threatening, dark, and there's a huge spirit blocking the cell door.
It's
Yeah, it's blocking
okay,
you
so
in
it's
there.
like 1, 2, 3, 4 above. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 6.5 feet tall.
Hallway.
Hallway.
Look at that.
Whoa, whoa, what?
Something grabbed my
Phantom.
leg.
In there just
Yes.
Oh, dude, look.
Connor's still here. Look at this is what's
This is
walking
what's
you
been
in.
grabbing you. It's got its
Isn't that
hand
crazy?
inside the door.
Wait,
Dude,
what just happened? Describe what
something-
just happened.
It felt like, dude, that was weird as fuck. It literally felt like someone came up and like grabbed my leg.
Oh, look, it's on the floor, guys. Oh, it's moving now that the door.
You okay?
That was freaky.
Describe what just happened. Oh no, you got grabbed before you got grabbed. Because it was saying like threatening.
Why did you contact me?
Oh, it said payment after I went in there. Like, I don't fucking know. And then y'all are saying there's a guy blocking the door.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I heard a footstep behind me, like a. That sounds completely different out here. This is concrete, like a gravel, and then like someone like in my ear, and then someone grabbed my leg.
What do you want to do with that? You want to go back in?
No.
You okay?
Lung.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. It said, "Why did you contact me? Why didn't you contact him?"
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't. Because y'all told me to.
All right. Mary really wants to talk to somebody.
One of you gentlemen go talk to that lady in the cell.
Look by the exit.
Look by the exit.
Evan,
Ethan.
Ooh.
Nicholas. No, there's men in here.
Nicholas and Ethan you just got on there?
I got Nicholas just a little bit ago. Now I got Ethan.
And where's the exit?
Isn't this my exit?
Kinda.
Can you throw a rock? Or you can touch my leg?
I thought you were about to start singing to them. Can you
Entertain me.
Oh, visit my grave?
We went down to the graves.
Ask if it's...
Maybe the guy who died here is buried over there.
We gotta ask her, because somebody died right here.
Do you want us to visit your grave? Or were we there today already?
sure.
Sure? Knife?
Someone stabbed to death right here.
Bled out.
And you died and were buried here?
Mary, you gotta go to the end.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta go touch it.
The end?
Yeah. You gotta go touch the end.
Oh, he's weak. Okay.
Who's weak? Mary, you got it. This is your challenge.
Really?
Yep.
Was that where you got touched down there?
That's where he got touched and I got sick.
like right next to you.
Really?
Jeff, give her some words of encouragement.
You got it.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Stabbed! Dude, stabbed!
Knife and stab.
What? Dude, someone was stabbed. Wait, where are you going? Hold up. Just...
Really not feeling very good.
What do you mean?
I don't
Sorry to
know.
leave you in the dark. Wow. 1 sec.
No, I'm just like, my finger is just like pulsating and vibrating, and I'm kind of like sick again. You know, my eyes are hurting, so I'm gonna go just sit down for a little bit.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I just haven't felt good today.
Alright.
Okay?
Something's affecting him?
Yeah. What the
That's weird.
fuck? Did it say music maestro?
Musica maestro.
Astral. Threatening.
Threatening?
Music. Old books, the library.
Ooh. Alright, Mary.
Hey, Mary, go touch it.
When you were talking to Jeff, though, I thought I heard something down there. This place is creepy.
Yeah. Here, get out of there. I feel weird.
I don't want to go down there. I mean, I can just walk down there quick.
Make it.
Go, just go, run and touch it, Mom. You gotta say you did it.
Fudge nuts.
Fudge nuts.
Oh no! Oh no!
Mary, look out! Look out! Mary! Run! Run!
It said, I thought it said closer. Oh,
my
sure.
God.
Ah, get me out of here.
Negative.
No. Go to the.
Whatever's happening with him is really weird.
What is?
He was fine before we started filming.
I mean, I don't
It's
know.
weird though. Has he been acting weird to you all day?
No, he was fine. It's just kind of. I mean, when we were even eating, he was fine. I don't know. He just started to get kind of quiet back there. I don't know.
I haven't seen him act that weird in a long time, dude.
Honestly,
Serious and.
not talking at all.
Right.
Yeah, it sucks because I'd say let's go take a break, but we only have an hour left in this building, and we paid quite a bit of money to film this video.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You're serious?
$1,700 total with the deposit. All right, so we're about to go into the dark cell. This is where we decided we want to spend the rest of our time here. And Mary said better watch out, there are bats in here.
Oh shit.
Mary, Connor and I both said no. Mary said she's gonna go wave this light around to scare the bats away.
Well, I'm a mom. That's what.
So
So you cleared.
I would never
Really?
do that. As a father, I wouldn't do that. He ain't doing that.
You're gonna get bit.
I'm not gonna get bit by a bat.
I said, Connor's definitely got to get this on film, man. I don't know what the hell's about to
Are you
happen.
gonna go in there?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna wave the light and
Dude,
see if I
Mary's
can scare.
f***ing crazy.
Just
Do
see
they
what I
come out
can
in this little area?
do. Shoot! Shoot! Oh, f*** it up! Damn it, sorry.
Run in there. Run in there.
Shoot!
Wait, is that a
Shoot.
bat or a
Oh.
bird?
Bats.
Shoot!
Really? Mary, they can't see. They're blind.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, that's definitely a bat. They're hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah,
Oh, are they really?
Dracula in this bitch.
Good ravens.
They're not going anywhere.
Hey, I thought you were gonna run in
Yeah, I
there.
thought you were going there with the damn lightsaber. Couldn't we just sit on the ground?
Oh, they didn't fly out.
Mary, get some garlic.
They're not leaving. Sorry.
They're not leaving.
Well, couldn't we just sit on the ground?
Yeah. They're not gonna kill us. We're gonna sit right here.
I mean, this is the most famous haunted place in this whole. I don't even have the damn spirit box. Mary,
Oh, he's just hanging from there.
There's gotta be guano and crap in there.
just go in and sit, Mom. Oh, Jesus!
Oh no, you got him to fly again.
Dude, oh my god, they're up in the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, you're psycho.
Mary,
I'm just throwing a rock at them.
Oh,
they're gonna attack you.
I mean, they're kind of cute. Let's just go sit on the ground.
Sit on
That's the
The
ground.
floor?
the grate though there?
Just climb carefully. Climb? Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm f***ing scared of this shit.
I think we should just do it right here because this is kind of right here. This is part of it.
This is,
Why not?
dude, this is the fucking one.
Oh.
What?
Just a minute.
Dad, do you throw that?
Okay. Oh, are you gone?
No.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
There's two
you
of
see
them.
him?
They're super cute.
Ah!
They're cute till they bite you. And you get
Come on, let's go.
All right, Mom, sit down. Go. Go.
Come on, you two chickens.
If you just don't look at the ceiling, you don't even notice them.
Jeff.
I'm not gonna fucking go in there.
You can be in here, Jeff. You can be in here.
Just don't look at the ceiling.
Where are they?
They're
Right
down.
there.
Above you?
Yeah.
Just sit down right there by the door. By Connor.
Where are they?
Right there.
Right here?
But just come and sit by Connor.
In that hole? Oh, it Dude, that's not
talk
cool.
quietly.
Jeff.
If you don't look up there, you don't even notice them.
You're right. If you don't look up, they're not there. Dude, now this is fucking creepy.
What did he say?
See that one right there? Is there any more of those? Honestly. Oh shit, there's one right there.
Well, there's two of them, Jeff.
You're gonna stir them up.
Oh!
Just leave them. They're okay.
Don't, guys.
What?
It's just.
Dude, they're not even moving around. They're not even moving. What, dude? They're not.
What the?
Shut up.
Don't, guys. Dude.
Oh my God, Jeff, don't just keep your eyes closed.
Oh! I'm gonna throw up. Ah! What is, where are they? I gotta go in there.
Jeff, come over here in the corner. Jeff, come over in the corner.
I'm feeling sick, guys.
Jeff, come over in the corner, man.
I can't.
Jeff,
Jeff.
move over here.
Just a second. Shh. Oh. I actually feel sick.
I laughed so hard I almost threw up.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
Dude, I gotta say, that was the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's going on Golden Files.
That's
Yeah,
epic,
yeah.
dude. Jeff, I don't think you understand how good that footage is, man. That is like,
I'm like crying. Dude.
that was so funny,
Oh my
man.
God.
And we're just sitting here laughing. I feel almost bad, man. Are you okay? Seriously, we should check on
He
him.
flew, the other one
They
flew
left.
out. There's one
Yeah.
up there.
Here,
But
scream
the
it,
other
scare
one-
me.
It actually
Yeah, the other
worked.
one.
He's gone. All right, so right now.
There's still one up there.
I know. Just ignore it.
Dude, that was so funny. It's kind of hard to refocus.
Oh, God.
So right now, we are in the dark cell. So this is the part of the Yuma Territorial prison that people from all over the world come to visit. This is the room where people were essentially tortured for extended periods of time. They couldn't stand up straight for days. They were fed one meal of water and old bread. Prison guards would sit up and throw scorpions and snakes through that hole in the ceiling. And yeah, this was just known as the absolute worst of the worst of anywhere you could be here. There are bats on the ceiling right here, and anybody who's been watching Paranormal Files for a while knows Jeff's number one fear is bats.
Whatever.
You've admitted it before.
I know. I'm not ashamed of them.
So
They're just not. They're scary.
they're like I think bats are cool creatures.
They're a bird,
just
you know? You like, well, mammal, but I mean, kind of, yeah, well. They
Cure
fly.
rabies. People think it's funny. There'll be a lot of people dying who didn't have vaccines.
Oh, jeez.
I'm telling you.
Dude, a lot of people are gonna think that's funny, trust me.
Whatever.
So yeah, we would be standing up in here, but those bats are flying really kind of low circles.
A woman here.
A woman here. Oh, the little girl. Jeff, are you wearing any red?
I don't have any red.
Yeah.
Under your shirt.
Under
Do you
your,
have
under
red
your
under
jacket?
Why?
Just check it.
It's just this. Why?
Let's show
Show them that.
Why? What does that do?
In the tour, they said that the spirit in here likes to pinch people who wear red.
Really?
So Jeff's the only one in the group wearing red.
Great.
And my spirits, they mean bad.
Sorry,
Charlotte.
Charlotte. By the way, so this whole night we've been filming with the white lights, but now we're gonna kill that white light, so the only lights we have on in here are red lights. Go for it. So it said a woman here, Charlotte. So whoever's here with us right now, we're gonna reintroduce ourselves. My name's Colin.
My name's Mary.
My name's Connor.
My name's Jeff.
And I'm sorry if putting on these red lights offends you, but we want to draw out whoever's in here to speak with us. By the way, the only person in our group wearing red is him. So Charlotte, were you, oh, remember she told us the story of the two women that were in here?
Yeah, that we fought.
Great.
Great.
Like that you're wearing red.
Charlotte, what did you do to put you in here?
We like to be left alone.
You don't like it when we come in here? What was your crime?
It's definitely got a creepy vibe in here, man. Mary's kind of sitting like that skeleton is over there.
What was this place?
Satan.
Hello.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
Why don't
My
you
name
like
is Anna.
Anna and Charlotte, two women. That was a story she told us.
Why don't you like it when people wear red?
I'm always here.
Damn.
Remember she said there were people that would constantly be sent back here time and time again?
Could you imagine when it's this dark and it's
No.
you're all alone and
And your bats.
can't stand up?
Choking.
You'd feel like you were.
Remember she said too, even in the middle of the day, the only light was that tiny little pinhole,
And
pitch black.
it's stifling hot.
And you're shitting and pissing on yourself because there's no bathroom.
And then how many people else in here?
Said like 12.
Died in here.
Just at a
Stuck in
time.
here.
They put them in here 12 at a time.
Chained to the walls, to these chains right here.
Said there was a big
My name is
cage.
Walter.
Dude, there's a Walter on the wall out there.
Oh.
Really?
Right by the cell that we were at all night.
As it says on the Yuma Territorial Prison website, Walter Lewis was imprisoned there at one point for 3 years after committing the crime of burglary. Interestingly, it also states on the website that Walter himself was imprisoned in the dark cell, the very cell in which we were sitting, twice. Was this his spirit reaching out to us?
Oh, what the f was that?
What was that?
Wait a second.
That sounded like movement behind you, dude.
Out there?
It sounded like something right behind you, Jeff.
Could they be scorpions?
No.
I mean, maybe.
You know what I mean? That was like a rope. What? What's that? Can you hear
Did
this?
you hear us?
Did you hear us?
This thing is
Yes.
creaking.
Did you hear us?
This thing is creaking. I'm not touching anything.
I heard
I'm
it.
only 7.
Should I just...
Oh, the little girl.
Jesus. Should I move this so you hear it?
See if it sounds like that.
Listen. What the fuck? Our fudge? Wow, how did I get that creak? It's not.
It was like a residual creak, you know?
Residual creak. What the hell's that?
Well, just like sound.
Yeah, of course. I'm only 7 though. That's the little
Yeah.
girl who's supposed to be here.
It's like
Carl.
Yeah.
Carl.
Carl.
Okay, so Jeff asked the last one. All right, so it sounds like there's 2 women in here. Walter.
Oh,
Jeffrey.
weird.
Oh my God. You know it's me? I'm sick.
So
Look at this place.
the little girl. Remember the red? You have the red on.
What does that mean?
She doesn't
That-
like it
Kind
when
of a
people wear
target.
red.
Because of...
Butcher.
We don't know.
Butcher.
Or she just doesn't like it when people wear red.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have a name?
I don't
We
know.
don't know.
So, did you say his name right there, Jeffrey? Because he's wearing red and you want to attack him?
Ask me anything.
Hate.
She hates them. I think the bats. Do you hate the bats in here? Do they bother you? Because it looks like they live in here a lot.
I'm afraid for you.
Something's targeting Jeff.
It's not spiritual. It's real.
What?
It's real. I said it's not a spiritual entity. It's a bat. That's what they've sent after me.
That's just an innocent little creature.
I know people don't like to hear that.
Do you like it that we're in here with you?
Jacob.
Is there a reason you can't move on? Are you still stuck in prison?
That is weird. Weird it said Satan, Jacob, Paul. It's like a bunch of religious stuff. And this
They
is
killed me.
Oh,
They will scratch.
bats. I'm telling you. They're giving me answers for these things.
Who killed you and who are you? That's my question. All right, I'm restarting this.
Pregnant.
Oh!
Look, the woman was pregnant and had the little girl Louise.
That's so weird. The whole night we've gotten pregnant.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
And Pearl.
I'm not getting pregnant.
All right. So you've said pregnant, baby, a bunch of different things like that. What does that mean? Were you pregnant in this prison?
The little boy likes you.
Is that out of my pocket? Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna start this one more
Wait a
time.
second. I didn't know you were doing this. You were still killing spiders and shit. I didn't know you were doing that. I wash all this.
Where you
What?
started that?
I know, but I'm getting a cramp.
Okay, here we go, guys. All right. You've said the words pregnant, baby many times tonight. Why?
Shadow.
What happened to the baby?
Why don't you like it when people wear red in here?
Innocent. Doctor.
The woman that was pregnant, what was your daughter's name? That was here till she was 2 years old.
All right, so you're saying doctor, innocent, pregnant. Did you lose a baby here? Maybe you were stabbed in the stomach?
Use camera.
Why don't you want to move on? Is there something holding you back?
Did you die here in this prison?
Did you suffer from any kind of ailment or disease while you were in here? What was it?
Gloria.
Finally, who is the little girl who has told us her age multiple times? All right, we're going to listen to our DR60. It sounded like he said, I'm pregnant.
He did.
What the? Sacrificed. You hear that? Listen.
Oh, that was creepy.
I was stabbed. I was stabbed.
What was that?
What the f? The baby or baby.
Oh my god. It sounded like baby.
My baby.
What? That is bizarre.
So that's really fucking weird.
So I've either got, like, literally, I've got either a bite on my back, like something, or it's burning. Like,
Dude, what keeps my camera recovering data?
dude, you have to look. Honestly, pull my lower back, like, yeah, like my belt or my band or anything, like anything in here.
Maybe right here? No. Right here?
Yeah, it's right. Is there anything there?
No.
Wow, it's like burning right here.
Right here?
Right there. Nothing?
Looks like you're checking his prostate.
I can't see anything.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello to the rest of our beautiful, wonderful, spooky family. As you know, every single week here on the channel, we give away a free gift bag to one lucky viewer of the show. And this week, to enter the contest, all you have to do is like today's video, let's smash that like button, and comment, "Bail me out," in the comments section below. I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to do this now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go comment. You can comment multiple times. It helps the video so much. But anyways, let's get back to today's video. Thank you for listening to my little spiel. I love you guys so much, and stay spooky.
Who's the thing that's in this room?
Been here. 5 of us.
That's weird. It's the second time I said that. It's like this person's been with us the whole night.
Right.
So, what's your name?
Really deep voice said, Shade.
Shane?
It's me.
Is the woman who lost her baby here?
I'm in the womb. What? 7. Try to get out.
Why are you staying here? Were you in prison here?
A woman said, it seems.
Seems like a prison.
What if this
Yeah.
What if this
6.
What if this whole time we thought we were talking to a pregnant woman, but we've been talking to a prisoner who killed his pregnant wife?
You said it.
Because he could be feeling guilty that he killed his wife and his baby.
Stab, knife.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so are you a man or a woman?
I'm sorry.
Are you?
Oh, a guy really deep said, dead.
So, can you tell us if you're a man or a woman?
I get it.
What's your name?
Expecting. Like a woman. I'm expecting.
What happened to the baby?
Did you kill your wife that was pregnant?
Discarded her. She fell.
Like pushed her or something?
Were you ever...
Confessional.
I was about to say, were you ever actually caught for this? So, were you in prison for a different crime and you need to tell
Yes.
somebody? Oh. What if you, like, can't get that?
She lies.
What if you, like, can't escape if you don't tell the truth? So, are you...
2 of us. His hands are on her.
Choking. We've had that multiple times. Lungs choking. So how did you kill your wife? Oh, our light died.
Whore. She was a whore. A guy said, kill. Kill.
How did you kill your wife? Or it could be your girlfriend who you got pregnant. Even like a mistress. How did you kill her?
There's like a guy talking all the time. Die.
Were you kept in this cell at one point?
Twice. Again, twice.
What if it's someone who died in this cell?
Did you die in this cell?
Yep. Yep. A guy. Yep.
What was your weapon? Did you have a weapon?
The f was that, guys? Huh?
Huh?
What'd you guys do?
What? We didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything.
Okay, you're serious.
No.
No.
What?
What?
happened?
Are you serious?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Did you hit my head?
No.
Are you serious?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, something went like this. Okay, one of you guys had to do it.
No.
Are you true? Really?
Yes. No.
Holy f***. Something hit me on the head like hard. Like up here. Jeez.
This whole night it's been targeting him in different ways.
He's got that red on,
That
too.
is
Oh, I didn't even think about that. The entire night he's had that.
thrust. Jesus.
Thrust? Did you rape someone and get them pregnant? Maybe that's...
What's that?
It's never... Because we've been assuming this whole time it's like a wife that got pregnant. What if it's like something even darker than that? Because there's also the story... There's also the story of the mom who held her daughter down while someone assaulted her.
It's possible. A woman. Holy shit. Something hit me on top of the head. Like hard. Grabbing.
Are you gonna grab Jeff?
What the hell?
So... How
I can't
did...
believe you guys hit me on the head.
So how did you kill the mom and her baby?
Jesus, that's freaky. Another one. Three.
Why are you targeting Jeff?
Oh, God. Got something wrong with my neck and head. Shoot.
Shoot?
Aside from in the river? Aside from the river?
Yeah.
Jeff doesn't even know the story of the girl from the river. That's the red girl. She drowned in the river. He doesn't even know that story.
Right, he wasn't here.
Did you hear that?
Don't.
Did you hear that?
And then he that noise kind of came
I
from over
had
there and he
something
turned.
over here on my side over here. Like, I felt something here again.
That's so
Creepy. I heard it back there when he said that.
Oh my God, this is weird.
He says so much
I had something
like
hit my
energy
head
and
something is
it's
over
creepy.
here. Like moved by me.
That's creepy about the river. He doesn't even know that story.
Bizarre.
He wasn't there for the tour.
Oh.
So what happened in the river to the little girl?
Do you hear a bang?
Yes.
Kelp? Mother? Help, mother.
The girl got just walked.
It was a man's voice.
So is the girl who hates
Underneath.
here?
They're underneath.
Underneath
A
the river?
mother, a woman. They're underneath.
Did they drown?
I pushed them.
The story is that this girl who was a part of the homeless camp drowned searching for her doll. Remember it said
Right.
also doll moves earlier or something about dolls in this room? But what if it was something else that happened to her?
She was pushed into the
There's something with the river. It says they drowned. A guy, they drowned. Like, no big deal.
What if this girl was murdered by
Two of them.
someone in the homeless
Three.
camp?
It said 2, and then a lady said 3.
And it's not even a prisoner we're talking to. It's a fucking unsolved crime.
And there's, I mean, tons of homeless. And it could easily be a crime that we don't know about. So many murders. This place was abandoned for how long?
Exactly.
Oh, you know,
Decades.
decades.
And earlier it even said 1950s and 60s.
Again,
Wasn't that when
she
it was
just
homeless?
said 3. I just said 3.
So 3 people were drowned in the river?
Just 3. Oh, a guy again said, there's just 3 underneath. I just felt something hit my shoulder here, guys. What the hell is going on? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, this is the weirdest. I don't think I've ever seen Jeff acting like
Murder.
That's really weird.
Can you tell us who did it?
What is this?
Is he getting sick?
I feel like I'd throw up.
Oh my God.
What's he doing?
Do you smell something kind of bad?
Swollen.
Oh, I smell that.
What the heck? Like shit. Yeah, and then when he was like,
Oh my God.
Is there a demon here?
I think so. Yep. Died. I died here. Same, like another guy said same.
I don't know what to make of all this.
We're already over our time though.
We should probably pull him up because he seems kind of.
Yeah, let's ask one more question.
I'm there.
Do you have anything left to say?
Do you have any questions?
Why did you do it?
Lame. Dude, are you guys, I've got like rocks thrown at me, at my ears and on my head.
We need to take him out.
Holy shit.
They were.
I literally got like, I can't believe like my,
We didn't hear anything. Like no rocks being thrown.
unbelievable, like my head, when I had this on, it hit this like hard, like, you know, on my head, you guys, I mean, it's like, and you're serious.
We didn't hear it.
Yeah.
We would have heard a rock fall.
Wow. And then I had something over here move up against me. And I bet I had 3 or 4 rocks like on my shoulder, on my head, on my shoulder. Like you guys are throwing rocks at me.
Weirdly though, when you moved over and looked, we all heard something really loud.
From where?
The hallway. We all heard it, and then you looked over there, like you said you felt something walk up.
Wow. Yeah, definitely felt like something came over here and actually clunked. Like I could hear like if I didn't have headphones on, like I could hear like a clunk, and then it was right by me, and I could feel it.
Yeah, we heard whatever.
Yeah.
But when I had it on my head, I mean, like, literally, it's like one of you guys hit me on the head like that.
It's fucking scary.
Well, whoever's here in this room, you have to stay here.
Wow.
Thank you for talking to us, but you can't follow us home.
That was freaking out.
Dang it. Sorry. There. Okay, now you want to do it again? Whoa!
Oh, I'm out of here.
Who's following you?
All right, whoever's here, whoever's been talking to us, you do not have permission to follow us home. I'm gonna... What? Oh. I am going to protect myself with white light, and we all have white light around us, so you cannot follow any of us.
Please do not follow us home.
You're not allowed to follow us home at all.
What? Yeah.
The Yuma Territorial Prison is a place of brutal reality and harsh truth. A place where you can really step back in time into the Wild West and feel the history breathing in and out of your soul. And if you stay late at night, past the time when tour guides go home and families on day trips exit the premises, you'll be in a whole different world. I don't know exactly who or what was speaking with us, but it really seemed to all of us that there was something with a baby, a pregnant woman, an angry man. Were we speaking to the spirit of a murderer, or were we speaking to the spirit of one of the victims? Those are questions that, for the moment, have no answers. But anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back next week with another spooky episode of the show. It's Colin here. Everyone have a great week, and stay spooky. Hello.